Hello and welcome to News Channel 7. I'm Veronica Welsh. Today we have a very special guest. He is the winner of the 1993 Canada Gardenier International Award, the 1997 Franklin Medal, the 2001 Albert Lasker Award for Basic Medical Research, the 2002 Masry Prize, the 2002 National Award for Biological Sciences, and the 2002 Wolf Prize in Medicine. As of last week, he is also the Nobel Prize winner for Physiology and Medicine. He is Mario Capecchi. I was lucky enough to interview him the day after receiving the Nobel Prize, and we're going to show you that footage right now. Good evening, Idaho. I'm coming to you from Stockholm, Sweden on the 10th of December 2007. Just a few short hours ago, the man sitting beside me won the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine. I'm here with world-renowned biologist Mario Capecchi. Hello, Mr. Capecchi. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with a brief background on you. To my knowledge, you were born in Italy. Is that correct?
Yes, I was born in Verona, Italy on October 6, 1937, and believe me, it was not easy.
Why is that?
Well, my mother was a poet and a rebel against the fascism in northern Italy during World War II. Because of that, she was arrested by the Gestapo when I was 4. She knew about the arrest beforehand, so she sold all of her things to make money for me to live on. She sent me to stay with friends, but when the money ran out, I was left on my own for the next 5 years. When she was released and finally able to find me, I was nearly 9.
Wow, that sounds terrible, but at least you were finally together.
Yes, but not without a price.
What do you mean by that?
Well, my mother and I immediately went to live with my uncle. It was there that he decided I was to be raised by him and his wife because my mother had extensive emotional scarrings from the war. And they saw that she was unfit to raise me. But that is long in the past and there's no need to dwell on it now.
I'm sorry to hear that. I did want to cover your college education. It seemed like it was quite complex.
Yes, it was. I have a very strong sense of morality, so I originally wanted to study political science. But that changed quickly when I stumbled across the field of chemistry and physics at Antioch College, where I later got a Bachelor of Science degree.
And that's not all of your studies, I gather.
No. In graduate school, I decided to study molecular biology and biophysics at Harvard University because it was a much newer field of study and I knew I wouldn't be limited.
How interesting. Now, last night you won the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine. Can you explain what your study case was?
Certainly. It was the study of turning off certain traits in DNA to further understand the genetics behind certain diseases and find new treatments and therapies for them. I created mice with a mutation in any gene I decided to use. These allowed me complete freedom to manipulate the genes of the mice, which further allowed me to view the function of any given gene at any time in the development or post-development phase. By doing this, I was able to further open the world of gene therapy. I worked on my thesis and the actual studies with my fellow colleagues at the University of Utah.
Amazing. Now, I've had this question for a while now, and I'm sure you get it a lot. What made you move from such a prestigious university like Harvard to the University of Utah?
I do get this question a lot. The answer is actually quite simple. I did it so that way I would be able to work in a smaller scientific community for a longer period of time. Because of the large number of people you're working with at Harvard, it makes it very difficult to work on the same thing for an extended amount of time. It just didn't seem like the right place for me. While at the University of Utah, I was able to work on projects for however long I wanted to.
Wow, that's astonishing. Thank you again, Mario, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there you have it, folks, the life and history of Mario Capecchi. What an amazing story. Tune in tomorrow for a look at more of your daily news. This has been Veronica Welsh for News Channel 7, wishing you and your family a good night.